My client ate broccoli every single day for 2 years. Steamed broccoli with dinner. He never missed it because his doctor told him it was great for prostate health, and the research supported it. After 2 years of perfect compliance, his PSA went from 8.5 to 8.6. Basically no change, despite eating one of the healthiest vegetables daily. When I looked at how he prepared it, I found the problem. He was boiling the broccoli for 10 minutes until it was very soft. He told me, "My mother always boiled vegetables, so that's how I learned." I showed him the research on sulforaphane, the powerful compound in broccoli that protects the prostate. Boiling broccoli for more than 5 minutes destroys up to 90% of it. After 10 minutes, it's almost all gone. He'd been eating broccoli shells, with all the good stuff boiled away and poured down the drain. 2 years wasted. I taught him the right way. Steam for just 3 to 4 minutes, or eat it raw. He switched immediately. 3 months later, his PSA was 8.2. 6 months later, 7.8. 9 months later, it was 7.4, all from changing how he cooked his broccoli. Through my work with clients, I've found 5 critical mistakes men make when eating vegetables for prostate health. These mistakes can destroy the protective compounds or even cause inflammation. Today I'm revealing all 5 mistakes, why they happen, and the simple corrections that make vegetables actually work. If you type vegetables in the comments, I'll send you my complete preparation guide with cooking times, food combinations, and the research behind it. This is for educational purposes and not medical advice, so please work with your healthcare provider. Let's start with mistake number 1. Boiling cruciferous vegetables too long. This is what my client was doing. Veggies like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain a compound that turns into sulforaphane when you chew or chop them. Sulforaphane is the hero here. It's a powerful antioxidant, but the enzyme that creates it, and sulforaphane itself, are sensitive to heat and water. When you boil these vegetables, the enzyme gets destroyed, and the sulforaphane leaches into the water you pour away. Research shows boiling broccoli for 5 minutes cuts sulforaphane by 50%. After 10 minutes, you've lost 90%. Compare that to steaming. Steaming for 3 to 4 minutes preserves 80 to 90% of the sul. The solution is simple. Steam your cruciferous vegetables for 3 to 4 minutes max. They should be bright green and a little crunchy. Never boil them. If you like them softer, steam them longer, but add a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard powder. It contains the missing enzyme and helps restore sulforaphane formation. Mistake number 2 is eating raw tomatoes for lycopene. We've all heard tomatoes are great for prostate health because of lycopene. A major study found that men who ate 10 or more servings of tomato products weekly had a 35% lower risk of advanced prostate issues. But notice it said tomato products, sauce, paste, cooked tomatoes, not raw ones. Why? In raw tomatoes, lycopene is locked inside the plant's cell walls. Your body can only absorb about 3 to 4% of it. But when you cook tomatoes with a little olive oil, that absorption skyrockets to 25 or 30%, almost 10 times higher. Cooking breaks down the cell walls, and the healthy fat helps your body absorb the lycopene. One of my clients ate 3 raw tomatoes daily for 18 months, and his PSA actually went up. He switched to homemade tomato sauce, and in 9 months his PSA dropped by 1.3 points. So, always cook your tomatoes with a bit of olive oil. Mistake number 3 is combining spinach with dairy. Spinach is a powerhouse of folate, which is crucial for DNA repair in prostate cells. But many people eat spinach salads with cheese, or spinach omelets with cheese and milk. Here's the problem. The calcium in dairy blocks the absorption of the iron in spinach. They compete in your gut, and you end up absorbing less of both. Consuming dairy with an iron-rich meal can cut iron absorption by more than half the solution. Eat spinach at least 2 hours apart from dairy. Pair it with vitamin C sources like bell peppers or a lemon dressing to boost absorption. Mistake number 4 is eating your vegetables last. Think about how most people eat meat first, then potatoes or rice, and finally, the small portion of vegetables on the side. By the time you get to the veggies, you're already feeling full, so you eat less of them. Research on meal sequencing shows that eating vegetables first, when you're hungriest, leads to eating about 23% more vegetables overall. Starting with fiber-rich veggies also slows down sugar absorption from carbs, which helps reduce inflammation. So, the fix is easy. Eat your vegetables first at every meal. Start with the salad or the steamed broccoli before you touch anything else. And finally, mistake number 5 is storing fresh vegetables for too long. You buy a fresh head of broccoli on Sunday, thinking you're set for the week, but those protective compounds start degrading right away. After just 3 days in the fridge, broccoli loses about 20% of its sulforaphane. After a week, it's lost over 50%. You're eating a shadow of the vegetable you bought. The same thing happens with vitamin C in peppers and folate in spinach. The solution? Buy fresh vegetables twice a week, or better yet, use frozen vegetables. They are flash frozen at peak freshness, locking in all the nutrients. Frozen broccoli often has more sulforaphane than the fresh broccoli that's been sitting in your fridge for a week. So, to recap the 5 corrections. 1. Steam cruciferous veggies for 3 to 4 minutes. 2. Cook your tomatoes with olive oil. 3. Eat spinach away from dairy and with vitamin C. 4. Eat your vegetables first at every meal. And 5. Buy fresh produce twice a week or use frozen. Remember my client who ate boiled broccoli for 2 years with no results. Once he switched to lightly steaming it, his PSA dropped significantly. The right preparation is everything. Comment vegetables below, and I'll send you the complete guide with all the details. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe because in my next video, I'm revealing a popular healthy vegetable that could actually raise PSA for some men. You won't want to miss it.